So you can also take time and turn in your neighbor, I understand. Kind of important. Jocelyn, Benson, you can turn in your neighbor for election misinformation, apparently. If you don't like what's being said, you can turn in your neighbor. What?
This story should really shock a lot of people. I think over the last couple of months, we've kind of been lulled into seeing that this is part of Benson's pillar of her being in office. She's very pro-democracy and she's fighting election information. But the thing that was most shocking and did not get the traction that I think it needs to get is that the Detroit Free Press is now involved in this election misinformation reporting, where they had an intern actually write an article and said that we are partnering with an organization, or excuse me, a university out of Texas to fight misinformation. And so with that term, there's just a lot of nebulous where you can't quite pin it down. It's like nailing Jello to a wall. What does misinformation mean? And they defined it as something that just doesn't feel right or feels off. And if you think it's off, then someone else may feel it too. So please report it to the Detroit Free Press and we'll try to clarify that information.
Isn't that crazy? So let me get this straight. You call your local news outlet, hey, turn in your neighbor. I mean, really?
It's quite disturbing. And it takes away the whole idea of First Amendment. Now, what statute is it violating? This is what we have to ask. Obviously, if you threaten someone's life, there is a statute to back that. No one in their right mind wants that. But if someone is on social media saying, this is what I think is going on, or someone sarcastically says, hey, they are miscounting the votes, or they're paying off people, whatever it is, there's no room for nuance or anything like that. And so the First Amendment is designed, unless you are breaking a statute, to say what you want, when you want. You don't have to like it, but it's designed to allow that freedom. And so when you have a media entity that is acting like a branch of the DNC, it should be alarming. And I reached out to 2 editors there, and the person who happened to be an intern who wrote the article, and the university in Texas that is partnering with them, and none of them wanted to give a response. But I'm wondering if your listeners and your viewers think differently.
Yeah, I'd like to know about that as well. I'd like to know what people think. Send me an email. Go to stevegruber.com. Send me an email. Katie, keep doing great work there at Michigan News Source. Greatly appreciate what you're doing. I'm not going to turn you in, except to say that I like the work you guys do.
Thank you.
Thank you.